Hello, welcome to Nature's Wild Playground. If you're interested in a Facebook group that covers a little bit of everything, head over to Nature's Wild Playground. In today's video, we are going to be going over how the garden is doing. Alright, over here is one of my favorite rose bushes, which I top dressed with some cow manure for fertilizer for it to grow. I gotta take this branch and lift it up, that way it's not hitting the ground and we don't have any disease in that rose bush, because that's one of my favorites. The blueberry bushes are doing really well. I dug them up out of a grassy area that was in this yard. Of course, we have our onions, we have peppers here. My one pepper plant right there is not doing so great. Looks like there's a little bit of new growth on it, so I'm going to leave it there for now. Zucchini. Got some rosemary. A volunteer radish. More zucchini. Our marigold. Onions and zucchini. Our radishes. Peas. Right down in here, some Malabar spinach. Over here, somehow I have a volunteer radish plant. Looks like it might be ready to pull. Yeah, check that out later. Not too positive. Nope, don't feel like it, but either or, it don't belong in there. I'll put it in the bed it's supposed to be. So we got peas here. We got a delicate squash growing here, because we are doing vertical gardening, so the things that climb or spread out are going to climb upwards and save us some space. I have corn right back here, yellow beans, more corn, green beans. These green beans are not doing so hot this year. I don't understand why, but it is what it is. Right here I have sweet potatoes, which I'm going to connect to this trellis. We have some more blueberry bushes. A couple of blueberry flowers on there, which they did not produce flowers last year, so that's a good sign. I mean, obviously I have to cut this one off. This one's dead. The rest of the plant's doing fine though. I came out here yesterday and got some lettuce for sale last night. So this was our lettuce row. It looked really good before I cut it back. There's some more lettuce right in this row. And we got some radishes right here, which are not done yet. We got chives right down below here, where I went ahead and got some of those last night for a salad. Our onion, doing really well. But I'm going to start trimming those back, and I'll show you how to do that on a video. We have garlic chives, onion chives were back there. Another sweet potato. Strawberry plants. I don't remember the name of this. Oh, pineapple sage. More sweet potatoes. There's our volunteer radish. I'll put him in the ground. If it doesn't grow or anything like that, then so be it. Our horseradish is one, as you and me have seen in our Reels video with a bee pollinating the flowers. This plant is going to get a lot bigger than it is. If you're doing horseradish, I really suggest using a metal garbage can with some drainage holes, because horseradish spreads like wildfire. I have carrots, which I started thinning out, which in another video I will go ahead and I will show you why I thin out the carrots, because I'm going to leave one area thick. There's a tomato plant right there. I don't know what the hell happened to my tomatoes, but I ended up doing store-bought tomatoes because I did an experiment and it didn't turn out so well. I lost all my plants. My dumbass should have went ahead and only did it with a couple instead of all of it. So we have a little onions here. We got parsnips, which is a parsnip plant right here. More onions and sweet potatoes. I got strawberries in this bed and dill. That's the dill gonna help strawberries. I'll get more into that in a different one. Now the thing that I don't understand, the only thing I can figure is the garden soil is a little bit lower in this side. As you can tell, my beets really aren't doing anything in these couple rows. But if we come up here, beets are doing phenomenal up this way. Now over here, of course, we have our onions. We have our 15-pound cabbage, and something's been eating on that. I'm going to naturally fix that because I won't use any pesticides or chemicals in my garden bed. Oh yeah, something's been going to town. These are our Brussels sprouts. We have a couple rows of red Brussels sprouts and green. Over here, we have Swiss chard. We have lettuce growing in the pile of cow shit. Since cabbages are heavy feeders, I'm going to see how well they do in the pile of just cow shit. Over here we have watermelon there. Downwards, another watermelon. I had to dig these up and take them out of one bed. I originally had all my watermelon plants in this bed, but the birds and the squirrels decided to move my watermelon seeds, so I had to retransplant them. We got dill starting to have little leaves here. Marigolds just for color and help the bees out. Over here in these cages, I have pie pumpkins, which seem to be doing really well. More marigolds, or pansies, sorry. And we have cucumbers that are gonna climb all the way up this cage. All I used was regular fencing for this and twisted the excess piece of fencing around. Good to go. And here we have potatoes somewhere. I don't see them popping yet, but they're in there. Oh, I almost forgot our tomato plants. I was thinking what else I might have forgotten. Like I said, I've had a couple issues with the tomatoes this year. I don't understand why. This is the only plant that this happened to in the tires. So it sent me for a little bit of a loop. If you have an idea what the heck's going on with it, please leave me a comment. Kind of curious. Of course, I'm going to take these off. These are just red and green peppers. These are sweet 100s. They're finally growing a little bit. And here we have early summer pepper plants. And these ones are sugar rush tomatoes. Over here we have Romas, which I gotta take the flowers off. And we have purple tomato, mortgage lifter, and this one is a German red strawberry tomato. So that's going to be a little interesting because I've never grown those ones. Well, if you like what you've seen today here on Nature's Wild Playground, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.